What's up, you guys? Tom is back with another Linscents video. Today we have a fragrance from the house of Chameau. But before we get into that, just want to say thank you guys again. It is an honor to be playing on one of those electronic devices, whether it's itself on the tablet, that laptop, that Macintosh, that brand new big screen TV, whether you watch me at home, at work, on a plane, the train, or an automobile. Maybe you're watching me right now online, Le Bel Parfums. And if you are, hold on, I might got one just for you. But hey, if you guys are new to this channel, you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, comment, and like. Likes are very, very important. Also, maybe you guys aren't, hitting the notification bell that we have down there. Make sure you hit that too, so you guys know when the videos are coming. I do a video almost every other day, so you guys just keep an eye out on that. Now, again, right over here is a few fragrance stores that I shop with frequently, and some discount codes that you can use to save yourself a little bit of money. Now, the fragrance we got here, this is not part of one of those discount codes, so you're going to have to go to Le Bel Parfums and get it over there, but it is a $20 fragrance, so make sure you go and get yourself like 5 of them, because I think you got to spend like $100 to get some free shipping. So, or I could be wrong, could just be free shipping after one bottle purchase, but I think you got to spend a certain amount. So if you are into the cheapies, which who isn't, then go out there and spend some money, okay? But again, sometimes it is nice to just go out there and buy one nice expensive fragrance. But in this case, some of these Chameau fragrances are actually pretty good. The last one that I thought was pretty good, and it lasted pretty good on me, about 5 hours. And this one right here, this is that Arabia. This is that that silver vetiver. This is like Tom Ford's gray vetiver. It smells very clean, fresh, spicy. Very good fragrance in my opinion. Now again, probably only lasts about 5 hours, but $20, you can't really complain that much. But this one is, again, from the same house, Chameau, which I believe stands for camel. This is Giza of Arabia Oud. Okay, they have another one called Giza of Arabia, and that one's for women. This one is Oud, is for men, okay? But again, obviously, you can wear whatever you want, okay? But now when I say for men, I'm just thinking more of a more masculine route with the fragrance, in my opinion, okay? So, but again, obviously, anyone can wear whatever you want. Okay? So, here it is. Now, this is, I believe, Chameau's, the brand, and Emperor Perfumes is the overall big dog of this whole thing, because we have Emperor down here, Chameau, and I think this Emperor, they make a few other brands as well. I think they got their own Emperor Perfumes. They might be part of the Milestone Perfumes as well, but I don't know. But over here we got some scan QR codes alert. You can scan that and probably get a hold of their whole website, all their fragrances they got. But nonetheless, let's get into it. Okay, so instead of a round bottle, we got a square bottle this time, and we got the same thing pretty much, the camel in here, but this time we got a camel in, man, this looks like it should be in a museum, like one of those museum exhibits, like Egypt. Again, this is the Oud of Arabia, so like a Egypt little part in the museum, which looks pretty cool. Got these little pyramids in there. So there you go, pyramids, and then the camo just walking around. But nice heavy glass, feels good. Cap is kind of cheap, but nonetheless, everything feels good in the hand. Like that, the size of that feels good. So here we go. Oud. Haven't had a fragrance that just specifically said Oud in a while, so let's check this one out. See if we got. Man, that's the thing. When you spray so many fragrances on throughout the day, throughout the week, there are times when the scent, although you may have taken a shower a couple times, there's still just a small residue left of that fragrance. So again, sometimes when you are, trying these fragrances out, I mean, you got to make sure your skin smells pretty much as natural as it's going to be. I mean, because again, there's a hint of something going on over here. There's still a hint of one of the detours over here. I mean, pretty soon I mean, maybe I'll just have to get those papers, but yeah, I might get those papers, but let's see. All right, we'll go up to like almost near the elbow. So here we go. Way up here. Pressure sensitive atomizer on a $20 fragrance. You can't beat that. Ooh. Kind of irisy and powdery. Very woody. Ooh. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like this one. You guys, this is irisy, kind of spicy, maybe even leathery, a little bit animalic. Man, I'm at this try to spray somewhere closer because it's kind of a weird spot to be smelling. Let's do this wrist. There's nothing going on over here in this wrist. But I from what that little spray right over there, I'm liking this one. Very sexy fragrance, very sexy date night fragrance indeed. Especially for that $20. Sometimes you never know. You might find some of these just sitting at TJ Maxx, especially if you probably live down there in the Florida area, because I think La Belle Parfums is out there in Miami. So, sometimes you see those milestone perfumes out there at TJ Maxx. So, very woody, animalic, kind of leathery, slightly spicy. And again, over here, it kind of smelled like irisy. So, this is a very, very leathery, dark, sensual fragrance. Woody, spicy, leathery. You know what? Off first impressions, that's not bad. I like it. And I like it quite a bit. I'm not in love with it, but I do like it. I think this is going to work wonders once I go outside in the cold weather. Now, the thing is, sometimes with these Les Chameau fragrances, is that they only last like a few hours. Now, again, $20, okay? There's Nautica fragrances that only last 4 hours. There's Calvin Klein fragrances that only last 4 or 5 hours. You got, what are the other ones? There's others that are like $20, $25 that don't last that long neither. Literally, the whole Guess line. There's not that many of them that last long. So, and these aren't going to be just, you're not going to be able to get Guess this. You're not going to get Tommy Hilfiger that smells like this. So, sometimes you have to spend the $20. Yes, it's going to be a Middle Eastern fragrance. Yes, it's probably going to be on the cheap side. Yes, it might smell a little synthetic. But for $20, this smells pretty good. And it's not kind of... Now, I think I'm getting a little bit of this kind of fruity, rosy smell, okay? Again, it's I like it. I like it. And again, I don't like it that much, okay? I don't like it that much. It might seem like I'm gloating about it, but I do like it. It's not a bad fragrance. I've smelled worse. I've smelled worse from more expensive fragrances. Okay, obviously, notes play a whole role and all that stuff, whatever. But this is a very good, sensual date night fragrance. Kind of sweet, kind of spicy, kind of woody, kind of leathery, kind of animalic. Very dark, mysterious fragrance. Okay, it's not as, in my opinion, it's not as dark as something like, say, the Trail from Maison Alhambra, something like that. Something like the Haunting Blend, not as dark and kind of animalic or goth almost, if you will. If you think of those two, you think of almost like maybe what a gothic would smell like that. Then dark, just dark, animalic woody. This is like that, but it's not too punchy in the face, so it's a little bit more wearable in my opinion. The only problem is, and maybe this might be one of those fragrances that really, really, really just needs to sit, chill, and relax. Maybe get a little bit of that air in there, maybe shake it up a little bit. But it seems like it fades pretty fast. And that's what someone said on Fragrance about it. They said, like, it's good for like 5-10 minutes and then it's pretty much gone. And I'm not saying it's gone, but it's starting to tone down pretty quick. So, in that case, again, I've had a few Calvin Kleins, a few Kenneth Coles that barely last more than 10-20 minutes as well, where you don't smell it. But again, this was just on skin. Obviously, if you spray on clothes, it's probably going to catch a little harder. If you maybe do the old lotion trick or a little bit of Vaseline, it'll probably last a little bit longer. So think of those little tips and tricks that you see on, a few of those TikToks. Again, they got the one little tip and trick where you can take the little mini Vaseline, stir it up, spray this in, put it in the fridge, make yourself almost like a roll-on, like a balm almost, okay? You could do something like that with something like this, make yourself a little small one, rub those pulse points with that, and then spray this on top of that. Then you might get a little bit more action with it. But for right now, if you're not going to go through all that trouble, again, I would say you're going to have to get your nose on this. I don't know how you're going to be able to do that unless you live in Florida. You can go check LaBelle Parfums, and you can go into the store. I think they do have a store down there. You can go check it out and smell it for yourself. But again, you might have to, again, just either spray the clothes or do one of those TikTok tricks, okay? So with that being said, again, very sexy date night fragrance for the fall, winter, obviously outdoors. If you're going to be indoors and it's summer or spring, make sure it's like kind of cool on the inside, then it's going to work. And again, probably spray a little bit on clothes or go extra heavy with this one. So this is that Giza. This is that Giza of Arabia Oud. Again, spicy, kind of animalic, leathery, woody, floral, rosy, all that. I'm going to get up out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, hit the likes, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.